welcome to Presence Practice with Poonam and Parker. Hey Poonam.
Hey Parker,
Hello.
good to see you.
As you as well. So we'll discuss some present practice tips for this video. How does that sound?
Perfect.
I think one that we would both say is a common tip is one conscious breath. Eckhart would say one conscious breath, 2 or 3 would be nice, but one conscious breath will bring us back into the present moment. There are also many breath practices that we can employ to bring us deeper into our bodies, to bring back all that energy from all these different places that our mind has went, because our mind likes to trip from one story to the next, and the quality of those stories have an alluring feel. It's like the human capacity to seek, right, to find comfort, to find their peace in outside of themselves. And so bringing our attention back into our body, we're only responsible for this next moment, and the quality of this next moment is completely dependent on our state of consciousness. So one conscious breath, if you say, I can, my mind, it's spinning, it's very, very busy right now, it's got many things, important things that need to be thought about, otherwise my anxiety won't go away. We'll look at anxiety in just a moment. We'll just come into our breath right now. We're going to have to examine or stop the chewing mind. Boredom is just saying that there's not enough. This moment isn't interesting enough. But is it not interesting? Are you really in the moment? And it's not just what's happening outside of you, but what's happening inside of you and what we allow to unfold. Sometimes if I have anxious people that are learning a seated meditation, a consistent time every day where they sit still, there's so many different tips that could make sitting still a more comfortable proposition. But truly, if we ask the loving questions like, is there any resistance to sitting here right now? Is there anything inside of me? And then you can have more of a conversation with these places that seem hardened and contracted, that want us to get up and go do something else. So breathing, returning to our breath, creating a breath work practice every day so that that breath remains deeper throughout the day and then consistently through the night. Returning to our breath. Put some space between our thoughts in the now. Oh, Parker and Poonam, my mind is always thinking, and I always come back here. It's the same thing. It's hard for me to sit still. Then that is what is in that moment. Your mind may now want to go and celebrate that it's seen this, and that there's put space there too. It's just yet another story, and come back into the stillness of your body again and again. There are many training wheels to meet yourself where you're at too. So here I have a training wheel right here. This is a pet, tiny baby Kumar. Just rubbing his belly and feeling the sensation. Thank you, Kumar. Thank you. Let me rub your belly. Because an animal is fully involved in the now, every now. They're present and they're true to whatever comes up in that moment. They're true to it, and it's such a beautiful practice. So this is, having a pet is wonderful if you sense the resistance and see, oh, I see there's resistance to the present moment right now. Just pick your pet up. Pick a pet up. Thank you, Kumar. He's got his tongue out. Hey, Poonam, what tips do you have for being in the present moment?
I think I would reference what Eckhart calls, I think in The Power of Now, he goes into portals of presence. What are the openings of presence? One is the breath, conscious breath. The other, he says, is the inner body, is to go inhabit, like direct attention into the inner body. And I think Kim Ing, out of The Power of Now and A New Earth, she then finally did a meditations to A New Earth, in which she does breath meditation, pain body meditation, and one of them is the inner body meditation. So it's just scanning your body. John Kabat-Zinn on YouTube has a good body scan meditation. And then the third is regular meditation, but then Eckhart says don't do your 20 minutes of meditation and go yell and scream. There's one episode where he always brings it up, that a father sat down in meditation, or a Zen master sat down in meditation, then his daughter came running, daddy, daddy, and he goes, can't you see I'm in meditation? Don't trouble me. So
Yes. Well,
don't do that kind of meditation. And I think the fourth one, which I've embraced for a few years, is communing with nature, like sit in nature. Even in a busy city, I know one of the things that I notice is everywhere there's a buzzing sound, right? Like the refrigerator sound in a living room. If you go to the bathroom, the exhaust has a buzzing sound. So there's no quiet, right? In a busy city. If you go outside, there's always some traffic, very faint background of traffic, constant, right? But still feel the breeze, feel the sun, expose yourself to the sun. And I think those are the greatest portals that I've seen. And I use a combination, even when I'm doing meditation, sitting still for meditation, I'll use the inner body scan, like I'll scan my ears from the inside more so, the face, the throat, the back, the shoulder blades, all the way down back, the pelvis, the legs, right? Which we sometimes don't scan our legs. And so much of the pain body can be released through that attention and through that awareness of the inner body, right? So it helps a lot.
I love all of these tips that Eckhart has and that you've shared. Thank you so much. I want to add something to the scanning the body. I recently took a position doing VR meditations, and from the outside, I thought, well, I don't want to stimulate the senses. Right? I want to help with expanding stillness on this planet. So I'll go pioneer into this brave new world and see. And Saturday morning, so yesterday morning, I did one yesterday. And because what I saw is that when you're wearing a headset, you can't do anything else, but you can still close your eyes, right? And it's a wonderful, the body scan practice is a wonderful meditation in VR land. It's allows people to, what I love is when Eckhart, and I think Kim does this in her breath work as well, is how do you know that you have feet if you're not looking at them? How do you know that they're really there? The other beautiful thing about the body scan is that you can isolate organs or parts, like the back of the heart is a beautiful place to meditate and breathe in and out of from. So if we're having an an anxious present moment, we may find that the end of where that anxiety exists is sitting oftentimes in the very back of our heart. And so spending some time there, we don't need to call it a meditation, because then that turns it into something that we're doing. And it seems like if we put it on our schedule, it can turn into a doing. But it's a dropping into, really, and doing one thing at a time. I saw this most beautiful handwriting a couple of weeks ago, printed, very present handwriting. And as I've been doing my writing, I've been slowing it down, slow it down until it's so present. It's each move around the alphabet is just a beautiful meditation all by itself. Reading beautiful text. There's some text that I read and it's so alive. As long as you're reading it, you're in a meditative space. Thank you for the reminders, Poonam.
Thank you to you for the additional feedback.